Hi, I am the awful chef. I eat, so I better cook something. Well, today I'm working on a favorite of mine. I love Chinese food. It was a luxury when I was working. I'd go out for a plate of Chinese food nearly every day. So my soup tonight, which I will be taking to work, is based on elements of a Chinese dish that involves hot, sour, and savory flavors. I'm not going to call it Chinese hot and sour soup because it isn't. It's my version of it. I'm using meat because I work a very physical job at night, and I require the extra boost from high quality protein. It is not required. You can easily use tofu. So, let's go in the kitchen here. I am evolving my skills with YouTube as we practice. Oh, so please be patient with me. Today's kitchen tip is this. Yeah, boy, that looks really appetizing in the light we've got here. This is those very small pork chops you get in a family pack at the supermarket. When there are only two of you, of course, you're not going to go through all of those, even though they're an insanely good price. So take two, put them in a Ziploc bag, squeeze as much air out of it as you can, and freeze it. These will keep for a good couple months or so in the freezer if you're lucky. Depends on how much air you get out. So, what I've done so far is pour some oil in a pan, heat it up, and fry up my little bit of pork. So here we have salt, pepper, cornstarch, fried pork. On top of that we have my vegetables. As stated, I am learning the YouTube thing here. So here, as I play hostess and stewardess, you can see we have mushrooms, just a couple of mushrooms, some green onions, the green part, green onions the white part, garlic, and the yellow stuff is chopped ginger root. You can use the tube if you want, because this is just a quick soup. Okay. Here we have soy sauce, red pepper flakes, a little bit of rice wine vinegar, and box in a stock, or stock in a box. Yeah, I know, always chicken stock with me. Okay, so the pork is cooked, and in the pan we have a residue of oil and cornstarch and pork. Oh, terrible stuff. So let's deglaze that a little bit. A little chicken stock. Throw in garlic and onions. Or pardon me, garlic and ginger. And some mushrooms. I use about 3 of the regular white button mushrooms and the white part of the green onions. Okay, so there we go. You've got all of that wonderful cornstarch brown to the bottom, kicked up, moving around. As you can imagine, we do a lot of scientifically precise things around this house. So, when I coated my pork with cornstarch, I just threw it and the cornstarch in here, shook it up a bit, and was left with a wonderful cornstarch residue. So let's add a little chicken stock to that. and make a thickener. Oh. Yeah, at this point the soup's 75% ready. I know, all my recipes are like that. Everything's just so simple. Quick and easy and simple. Shake, shake, shake your soup. Okay, I now have thickener from the residual cornstarch from the pork. Okay. Oh my heavens. This is definitely a time I wish you could smell this. So, we want to bloom some spices in the oil. So, some hot. Yeah, I like a fair amount of that. A little bit of savory. And finally a little bit of sour. Let's let that cook a little. We will, of course, adjust for taste later. So let's let that cook down a little. Oh yeah. Smells like a Chinese restaurant in here. I shouldn't say that. Smells very similar to some of my favorite cuisine in here. So, a little thickener. Yeah. A little bit of pork. Yeah, you're watching this real time. Ooh. So here we go, magic YouTube moment. Can I do this without pointing it out on the floor? Yes. There you go. That is our exciting base of the soup. Just like a chicken soup, you know, you saute carrots, onions, celery. Well, this one you saute mushrooms, onions, garlic, ginger. Pardon me, mushrooms, green onions, garlic, ginger. A little bit of pork. And a little more chicken broth as we convert it to a bit of a soup. Right now it's almost a stir-fry dish in consistency. Yep. More stock. And we throw in the green onions. Or pardon me, the green onion tops, the green onion greens. Okay, this actually needs a little more stock to make it into a soup. Oh. But that is definitely my favorite restaurant style, or in the style of my favorite restaurant soup. So the important thing is that you adjust for your taste, not mine. That's one of the reasons why I don't tend to give a lot of ingredients unless I or ingredient amounts, unless I absolutely have to. Yeah, that's it. That soup's going to be wonderful later at work on a very cold night, sitting next to a fireplace, drinking out of a thermos. And that's it. Work soup. There will be others, so that's it.